Hey friends, welcome. My name is Michelle, and I'm here to share my secrets of how to always dress well, look good, without constantly having to shop, without spending a lot of money, and without feeling like you have to keep up with all of the social media trends. Now, I am an admitted shopaholic. Are you too? If you're here, you might be, or you might just be looking for a few style tips. I have worked in the fashion industry. I went to fashion school. I have studied. I have jumped on every trend. So I'm here to let you know of the mistakes that I made when I was younger so that you don't have to make them. But I'm going to share with you some fundamental rules that you should start to apply to your wardrobe so that you always look and feel your best without having to turn over your closet every season. Now, not only have I realized that my overconsumption has gotten out of control, but I'm also in my 40s. And if you're in my age bracket, you might have found that you've bought every single piece of black clothing that you could possibly buy. But in my case, I feel like I've bought everything. I've tried everything. I've tried every trend, and I've whittled it down to the styles that work for me. But anyways, here are the tips. Tip number 1 is always going to be fit. It's no secret, your clothes should always fit you correctly, meaning the right length of pants, the right length of sleeves. Does it fit in your waist? Does it fit in your butt? All of these things are super important, and you don't have to have expensive clothes to be tailored. This is something that I find most people overlook, and I'm not sure why. It could be something as simple as a dress that needs an extra button just in the right spot, a hem, or even tank tops that have straps that are too long. These types of minor details could make a difference in the way the clothes fit on you. It's as simple as taking it to your local dry cleaner. And actually what most people don't know is most department stores have a tailor on hand. So before you even leave the store, just make sure your clothes fit and have an expert tailor look at it. They can help you. Even if you don't know, another set of eyes can help you know. So with this, I'm just going to insert a few well-fitted basics that every woman should have, which is going to be a blazer, pants, and a straight skirt. I'm gonna say all in black. We'll get to that later. They could be in different colors, but having basic neutral colors of a jacket that fits, pants that fit, and a skirt that fits. And you're going to have so many different combos. Just having those 3 items that are well tailored, and you'll always feel good when you're wearing them. Okay, so number 2, not all trends are made for you. I know we like to watch YouTube and Instagram so we can see the latest trends in fashion and handbags and makeup, but that doesn't mean that you have to put every trend of makeup on your face, that you have to put every trend on your body. Not everything is made for you. Now, I often find that trends lead to trash. Some of the recent trends I can think of are super clingy, tight, bodycon revealing bodysuits with big chunky sneakers. Just not my thing. Maybe it's my age, but whenever I saw somebody wearing that, I felt like maybe there's a cardigan and a skirt missing. I'm just a little more modest than that. Or even a trend I didn't like that my daughter could wear was a cropped sweatshirt and ripped jeans. I'm not knocking anyone's style. That works for some people, but if I were to put that on, it would look like I am that mom from Mean Girls that is just trying to fit in with her teenager. And it also doesn't work for my particular industry or for my lifestyle. I actually feel like this type of look with the ripped jeans can cheapen your look. We're gonna learn to work with what accentuates your personal body and your personal features and your personal style. Okay, now with that said, there are trends that I can get on board. There are trends that I can see being forever pieces, such as the bootcut jean and the bootcut pant, which I first fell in love with in the early 2000s because I feel like this actually flatters most body types, and she is making a comeback. Now, if you're not comfortable with the bootcut jean, a straight cut jean or a straight cut trouser is also going to work in your favor. Now, the reason the bootcut jean works so well is that us ladies, we often have a little weight on our bellies or a little chunkiness on our thighs, and then our little skinny calves and ankles. So if you're wearing something like leggings, this can only accentuate the disproportionateness of your legs, and then you're finding you're gonna have to wear like an oversized sweater to cover your bum and all these things. Well, this can all be fixed with a bootcut jean, a bootcut pant, because the cut of those pants, or even a straight leg, is actually going to make your legs look more proportionate because it's not highlighting that you've got your chunky thigh and your skinny little ankle. Now, I'm not body shaming anyone. I am just like, pointing out things that we try to change. Let's work with what we have here. Which leads to number 3, taking care of your body, including your skin, your hair, eating right, exercising. Automatically your clothes will fit better. Okay, this doesn't have to mean that you have to be a skinny mini. Of course, models look good in their clothes because they're stick thin. We know we don't have to starve ourselves to do that. But what I'm saying, if you take care of your body and you know what foods your body reacts to, and you know what clothes look good on your body, everything gets easier. I can get into that in a different video. One of the lifestyle changes I made this year was I added a regular weight routine to my workout schedule, and it did change my body. It did slim down some of those pooch areas in the belly that make it hard to fit pants, and it added a little more shape in my upper body, in my chest and my arms. And then I found actually my shoulders look better, and just having a little more in the upper body area draws attention to this part of my body. So there's no more attention down there where the pooch is hanging out. Does that make sense? When you don't have to squish into things, your clothes are going to fit better. Now, as I said in the previous point, if you are trying hard to hide things, like another example of what if I tried to put on some low-waisted jeans, which I could wear in my 20s, but I can't wear it now in my 40s. So then I try to hide that with a big sweatshirt. Then you're adding layers that you don't need, and you're not accentuating the parts of your body that need to be accentuated. Okay, so solution, change to high-cut jeans. It's all good. Okay, let's move on to point number 4, relying on brand names or logos to help you look stylish because you think that logo, that little Van Cleef's necklace or something is going to give you status. Now, there's a big difference between status and style, because those logos, it doesn't mean that you have style. Now, logomania itself is a thing, and I am not knocking that thing. If logomania is your style and you can rock it, go for it. This honestly was a problem I saw when I worked for Louis Vuitton. People did not put effort into their whole look, just that $3,000 handbag, and just suddenly thought, I am with it because I've got this bag. Wrong. Now, there is nothing wrong with the logos, the luxury brands, if that's what you want. For example, I am a fan of Tom Ford when he was with Gucci, so I might follow Tom Ford. I am a fan of Kim Jones when he was with Vuitton, when he was with Dior, now with Fendi. I was a fan of Marc Jacobs when he was with Vuitton. So there might be something about a designer that I particularly like that I might want to have a piece because I really like that designer. I really like the history of it. But when it becomes a problem is if you're doing it for status, if you're doing it to follow trends, to impress people who don't know you or don't really care. I can talk about that forever, but let's go on. If you've watched my channel, you can understand that I'm very against being logo heavy just for status. I have seen logos just being abused because people will wear these big t-shirts with the Gucci or Vuitton logo stamped all over it and it still doesn't fit well. Or be buying designer clothes and not tailoring them and it doesn't fit well. It's just like you're walking billboard, all boxy and stuff like a billboard too. It doesn't work. And it actually kind of makes you look cheap. So these logos I look at like accessories. There's that saying, if you look in the mirror and you have too many accessories, take one off, take something off until you feel good, balanced. Same thing with logos. If you look in the mirror and you're just like logomania, unless that's your thing, like, yeah, it just might be a bit overkill. Number 5, if you're trying too hard to make it work, it's probably not for you. This goes with some of the trendy items we might be buying every season to add to our wardrobe. What does this work with? Now, I find that if I find something that's trendy, I see something that's trendy and I like and I buy it and I take it home and then it's like, oh, wait a minute, but then I need the skirt to go with it. And then I'm going to need these shoes. And then I'm going to need this scarf. And then I am back in my cycle of overconsumption. So that's probably not going to work. Other things that people might be trying too hard, like my example of the low-cut jeans as opposed to high-cut jeans, like work with the cut of jeans that goes with your particular body. You don't have to make it work just to follow the trend. It's going to be more work than it's worth. I'm going to give you an example of this. I have plenty of material from my girlfriends for years. So sorry if you watch this. I'm gonna roast you a little bit. So back in the early 2000s when 7 jeans was all the things, 7 for all mankind, my best friend found a pair at Nordstrom Rack and it was on sale. It was like 50% off cheaper than it would have been at Nordstrom. And she put them on and they did not fit. I was like, those do not fit. And she's like, oh, what if I put a belt? What if I do this? What if I do that? I have to keep them because they were on sale. And I was like, well, actually, no, if it's not going to fit and you have to do all these things to try to make them fit, then it's actually a waste of money. So she was trying to do 2 separate things, was to fit with the brand and also fit with the trend and to make it fit. It just didn't work. Just ditch it. Just ditch it. Another example is the boxy blazer that was in a couple years ago. I tried it, ended up trying and returning it because for me, I just felt like George Michael. I think somebody called me Miami Vice and it was just like, you know what? I don't want to look like I'm a meme from the 80s. It just didn't work with my body and there wasn't anything I could do to make it cute. Just get rid of it. So sometimes we buy things and this might be like Nordstrom Rack. I really love this dress on the mannequin, but on me it doesn't work. So I'm gonna try to make it fit. Just don't. And take that advice with like relationships, friends at work, your work situation. If it's not working out for you, if you're like trying to justify why you're staying in your toxic job or trying to justify why you should still be friends with that girl because you think she's nice, it's probably not gonna work. Drop it. And my last rule is wear the outfit. Do not let the clothes wear you. You can go out and buy the most stunning dress. Now, I see this mistake with wedding dresses, having the wrong body type for a big floofy wedding dress or a strapless gown if your body does not look good in a strapless floofy wedding dress. Just because everyone else does it doesn't mean you should. If you're pulling up your strapless dress all day, the clothes are wearing you. The dress is wearing you. If you're adjusting your bra straps the entire night, if you are putting band-aids on your feet because you're trying to hobble around in your shoes are wearing you. So this goes for clothes, shoes, accessories. If you're wearing a Louis Vuitton handbag and you're trying to look good in your puffer jacket, but it's sliding off your shoulder because it's not working with your jacket. When you are buying clothes, make sure you're comfortable. When you're buying shoes, make sure you can wear them for hours. Don't be that girl hobbling in the corner barefoot, holding your shoes. Because if you're looking at all these things, you're no longer walking down the street looking confident. So now, before you go out and buy the latest trend that the next influencer is trying to feed you, I know I've been guilty of trying to feed you. Look at the silhouettes that are in your closet that work for you. Do they fit? Do they need to be tailored? We all have that pair of pants that's been hanging there. It's just like half a centimeter too long. If I hem them, I would actually wear it. Do they not fit? Are you not going to lose those 10 pounds? Just throw those jeans away. Are there things that are existing that already fit a trend of today? And sometimes it's just adding a color or accessory. Like right now, red is the color of the moment. Hello, red nails. So now I can add red shoes to my all black outfit. I can add a red bag to my all black outfit. Now, when I was younger, I thought I had to buy clothes in every color. And what has ended up happening is those are the clothes that get donated first. Yes, I wear a lot of black. When you get to my age, you develop your style, you develop your uniform. And now with a few colored pieces or a few colored accessories, I can mix it up and still be on trend. Doesn't have to be black, it can be neutral. It can be like whatever color works for you and your wardrobe so that you can mix and match. Like one of my favorite colors is purple. I can wear a lot of purple with the black basics that I have, but that doesn't mean I have to have purple pants, okay? Now, lastly, building your wardrobe or starting your wardrobe from scratch, it doesn't happen overnight. I don't encourage anyone to throw out all their clothes and then start over again right now, because that's a waste. You probably have a lot of things in your closet that are gonna work for you right now. But the reason I give this advice, because I did all the mistakes. I bought everything and threw everything away and all those things from my 20s to now, but building your wardrobe takes time. It is like self-improvement, like going to the gym. We can't just go today and then expect on Wednesday I'm gonna run a marathon and be a superhero. Or with self-improvement, I'm gonna read this book and my mindset is going to change tomorrow. No, we just strive for 1% improvement per day, or you can do a little more than that. I never go to Zara and buy a whole outfit. By the way, also in this, like, fast fashion is not bad, okay? You don't have to have all all designer labels. And if you saw my last video, designer doesn't always mean ethical, okay? Not all of us have the money. There are a lot of pieces that you can buy fast fashion, Target, Walmart, anyways. But I never go into a store expecting to buy one outfit. In fact, I really hate shopping that way. The only thing I really have that's a full set is like a blazer and a skirt from Nordstrom that I bought years ago. I often wear the blazer with a different textured skirt, and I wear the skirt with a different top. You don't have to be so matchy because it will look like a uniform, like you're the customer service at South Coast Plaza. And nothing wrong with that, but that's a uniform. So there are a lot of ways that you can mix and match your pieces, and this is why I expect to build your wardrobe over time from different places, mixing different textures. You could still have a black outfit, but with different textures. There are pieces I buy from consignment, but I will get into that later about buying your pieces from different places and learning to mix and match. It helps you to have a more diverse wardrobe and helps you develop your personal style, which I will get into later. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my tips and stay tuned. I will be giving you specific examples for each piece of this video. So if you like my tips, let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will be going in depth into each specific piece of this video to share my style tips with you. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Michelle. Bye.